All right, Shadow, pick up. Which one? That one?
No? Crap. Okay, you can hear us here, I bet, right?
Can you hear us now?
That's interesting. So it's only on one scene. Let me see what I can do here. Can you hear us here? No. No. Can't hear us here. So it looks like it's only the scene where we show the cards that's working.
And
of
now
course. Of course. So you don't get to see our pretty faces today. We're just going to pull the cards and slam them there. Yeah, see, I can't seem to get it. Let's see.
Hang on a minute. Let's try a couple things. Give us another minute.
Can you hear us now? Ah! Is that working?
Is it working?
You know, there's no reason for what I did working. Ah! My head's going to blow up. Violet, do you have some heavy gauge aspirin for me? Oh! And we lost it again. Okay.
All right, well, we'll just have to get going, I think.
No, I got them working. I got them working. All right.
Okay. Well, it's been a while since you've used this software.
Welcome, everybody.
Oh, my goodness. I've had such a good day, and he's really stressed to the max now.
No, I'm fine now.
I've had a great day because Mama T's birthday package came today, and oh my gosh, it was loaded with so many goodies. Seriously, Mama T, thank you so much. I mean, you already gave us this adorable little cauldron here that everybody loves. Now this wonderful pyramid with the Om symbol in it. beautiful pendants, which I'm wearing a Larimar one, which is really gorgeous, and just stuff. We were going to use your moon backdrop, but we forgot because we were so crazy here, figuring especially when his think went complete.
I feel like a Beatles song. It's been a hard day's night.
Oh my goodness.
All right, well, we're good. So let's get going.
What's interesting is I'm stuck on a particular screen, so I'm going to get... Oh, there it goes. It's
You're
very
fine.
slow. I'm very behind. All right, well, let's get started. It's good to see everybody here. Thank you for coming and putting up with us. Why don't we get started with our card for the collective? I'm going to use the rather wordy Great Eastern Oracle again. But if anybody wants an oracle reading tonight, I also have the Witching Hour Moon one back because we're having that eclipse thing happening.
Be as wordy as you want, dear, because silence was never so silent.
And Kara, Sonny came up right away. He must have knew you were going to be here right from the start today.
I think it was Kara and Sonny all along.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, so yes, things are going well.
It's beautiful, Mama T.
Before we go any further, for all of you who come to happy hour, this is just a reminder, we had to move happy hour to 4 p.m. on Saturday. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be happy hour because Mr. O has to work the morning. All right. So all kinds of craziness. But the good news is I finally got my prescription situation straightened out. I am good. I'm feeling really great.
And we understand, Violet, if you're not able to moderate for us, so that's fine. Don't worry about it. It's only 1 hour. I'm sure we can't get into too much trouble.
Well, Violet said she was available.
Oh, she says, oh, shoot. So I thought, oh, shoot meant that.
Oh, no.
Whatever.
All right.
Am I looking?
I'm cutting, and I'm going to let you pick a card. And they are kind of thick and kind of difficult, so I wish you luck. But I love this deck. I really do. It's gaining on me. It's growing on me.
Yeah, it's perfectly made for me to take a little nap while you're reading the long law.
Man.
No, I'm kidding. Glory of the Garden. Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, what a nice one for this time of year.
You are the root, the body, and the fruit.
Ooh, I like it. But of course you can have a reading from this one because I now know where to start and read this. I don't have to read everything. You are the root, the body, and the fruit. The real work is in the heart. Wake up your heart, because when the heart is completely awake, it needs no friend. And that's right by Rabia. So the reflection on this oracle, oh my gosh, it's a long one. Anyway, is this.
Keep going.
This oracle comes to you in a soft morning breeze and with a musky scent to let you know the untamed beauty of morning glory touch you. It invites you to behold the miracle of a single flower and enhance your view of yourself and your life. The real you is like a flower, the breeze and the sun. The real you is loving, joyful, and free. Your life has blossomed unexpectedly and without law. It must adjust to its environment and enjoy the brief time it has in this world. The morning glory does not want to follow others' directions about how to bloom. She simply opens and turns towards the light, and that makes her beautiful. You have been similarly created as the master of your universe. Your destiny is of your ruling. You are in command of yourself. No matter what anyone tells you, advises you, or offers you to change your course, you are already surrendered to a love that makes you the master of your destiny. Be confident of yourself. Glorify the garden of your being through the graceful bending of your stems and the harmoniously tinted nuances of your blossoms. Stand tall as the glory of the garden in your world, And your mantra is, I love myself. I really love who I am. I really love my life. I love the divine self within me. I am having my own experience just like the morning glory. What a beautiful message. And it's true. People can give you advice. We can tell you what we think you should do through the tarot, but you are that master of your destiny. You are the one that controls the show. So bloom as you see fit.
All right.
And that's the message I have for everybody. Woohoo!
Okay, thank you for that.
Was that too long?
No, I had plenty to do.
Oh boy, good. What's your decks today, Mr. O?
Okay, well, I have the Uncommon Tarot, which is a newer deck. It's very beautiful.
It is.
And uncommon.
And uncommon.
And I have the Tarot of the Ancestral Path, whose bag does not want to open, so that I may pull out the cards.
Uh-oh.
Come on, baby. The drawstrings don't work anymore on it. And there we go.
There they are. I like that deck so much.
And that's the Five of Wands, known as the Five of Staves. And then I have the Adrian Tarot.
You're talking quiet.
I am. What, nobody can hear me?
Can anybody hear him? The Adrian Tarot. Okay. Well, I have one, I think, or maybe two decks from last week. I have the Pulp Fiction Tarot. There's the lovers in this dynamic deck. I also have recently received my own copy of the Cat People Tarot, and there's the Ace of Pentacles in that deck. I am also using tonight the Ghost Tarot. Oh boy, who is it by?
Lisa Hunt.
The High Priest in that deck. The Hierophant, also known as. And finally, another deck that I had on back order since last October. Finally came through. The Wonderland, Alice in Wonderland deck, and there is the Fool in that deck. The suits are a bit different, and they're very, very pippy, but they're cute. In other words, the Minor Arcana does not have a lot of descriptive imagery, but it's colorful and very cute. All right. That's it for me, and we'll be using our Lenormand tiles.
So I believe Ramandeep
Lisa Hunt is a fabulous artist, Kara, yes. Love her work. All right.
So it's Ramandeep?
I believe so. Ramandeep, I believe, was first. And let's see. Let's wait for that question. I'm going to double check my list with Ramandeep, Mama T, Blue, Gina, Libra, Kara. Yes, got everybody. All right. Gina, awesome song you sent me by 10cc for the card of the day. I love 10cc, but I don't remember that song. I don't know, just me, but I loved it. I love the words in that song. Aww.
And tomorrow the Emotional Exchanges is on at 7 a.m. So check that out.
Oh, it's the Ghosts and Spirits Tarot? Whoops, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for that. Makes me want to check the Alice in Wonderland one again, but
78 cards for Sunny. I don't think that's enough.
we have to have the Sunny Tarot. All about Sunny, right? because he thinks everything is all about him.
And I'm hoping Ramandeep is here.
I wonder if Ramandeep left when we had the problem with the sound. But
Well,
let's see.
My screen count says we have a few less viewers, a couple less.
Okay.
So why don't we prepare the next person then? Is that Mama T?
Let's just give it a couple more minutes because we were crazy. So, trying to think if I had any other announcements to make other than... Oh, I do have one. Don't forget, everybody, you too can be a true TFT fan by showing off this wonderful doll that you could own and entering our contest, which is going to be starting really soon, beginning of May. Word should go out about that, and you'll be able to possibly win this gorgeous crochet doll of our TFT icon done by Opal Luna, the creator of the book Fiber Magic. All right, yep, we'll go on with Mama T then. I think we've given Ramandeep enough time. If Ramandeep comes back, we'll fit them in. All right.
Okay, so my deck?
Yeah. Kara, that's right. Hey, is yours the 1st? Did you say your birthday was May 1st? And isn't that Sunday? Am I right? It's Sunday.
Sunday is April 30th.
Darn it.
Or is it? No.
Or is it? No, I
No,
think
it
it's
is
May
May 1st. You're right.
So, if you're at Sunday's show, we'll do a birthday reading for you, Kara.
Sounds awesome.
Oops. Huh. Cards are getting away from me now, Mr. O. All right. Well, enjoy your Taurus season. Party hardy, I always say. Somebody was celebrating the halfway point in the year to their birthday, one of our followers, Victoria here. And she shouldn't have started that because that gives me evil ideas for the future. For the future of my birthday celebrating.
All right, Mama T. We have the 5 of Cups
Okay.
upright.
I saw something fly. I hope it wasn't a card of yours. Yes, it was.
And then the reversed 9 of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
And then the upright High Priestess.
Okay. I saw something fly when you
I'm
moved
going to
your...
look.
I think, okay, maybe not.
You can start.
All right. So, with the 5 of Cups upright, I think that, Mama T, there's a period right now where you might have been a little bit disappointed with... You might have been dwelling on past disappointments. But they are not where you need to put your head right now. You need to put your head on what you have going for you, because there is something going for you, and it's right there, right behind your shoulders there. See those 2 full cups? There's something for you to work off of and to make a future out of, and that's what you need to be focusing on. What's the middle card again?
The reverse 9 of Cups.
The 9 of Cups reverse. Because this all stems from the fact that there's a lot of disappointment in not achieving, the success that you had hoped for by now. And so you really, you're dwelling a lot on the past. And the priestess is saying there to go within, and really seek out, new solutions to this, because they're there. They're there. It's probably right inside of you, percolating right now.
Right. It seems like right now there is sort of a distraction in your thoughts, thinking maybe more about what you don't have than what you do have. There are some signs that show the emphasis shows that materially you're a little bit, uneasy. But I think what's really going on is you just need to focus on your inner struggles and your inner evolution, because I think that this is what it's saying, is that this is where you're going to make more progress if you focus on things that are on your inner domain, your thoughts, your psychologies, not necessarily some of the goals you're working at, because maybe right now they're just saying that they're a little challenging and you might have to just sort of chill from that and wait for what's coming next.
Okay. I feel that, this ends on a positive note here, because I feel that you just need to connect with your divine, your inner self, your guides, and they can help you through this, and they can help you find the solutions that will allow you to take the skills and abilities and talents or ideas that you have left and manifest them into what you desire.
All right, so let's look at Lenormand.
Oh, it's you. Your cards.
And I knew I would pull out something good, as long as yours is.
Pressure's on when he says that to me. Oh, okay. Yeah, look at that.
All right, so the fox with the stars previous.
There is hope and positive energy once you get back to it, once you get back to work, or once you restart, or once you start something new. I mean, I think that the star being here with the card that signifies employment or work, is a good thing. Also, it can indicate craftiness, like bright ideas, thinking outside the box, something new that could also bring, hope of success to you.
Well, the first set of cards seem to indicate that a lot of this was maybe about things that cause you material satisfaction or do not. And of course, that sort of gave us the idea that this was about the work you're trying to do. And I think these really kind of nail it, Mama T, a little bit, because I think this is saying really some really good luck or destiny is going to happen to you in terms of your projects, what you're trying to do as work.
No, that's your inner critic talking, Mama T. You are talented. I mean, you are talented, so don't get that thought out of your head. And this would not come up for any bad reason. I mean, nothing here says that at all. What it does reflect upon is disappointment in past things that have already been spilt, things that have already happened. And it's recognizing that there are things that still remain for you to build off of. And all you have to do is tap into that inner wisdom, trust the inner voice, not the inner critics. We need to silence those.
See, I'm putting the star with the high priestess, and so I'm just saying that really, this is really where that inspiration comes from. It's really coming from within you.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And also when I think about it, sometimes I look at the star, even in the Lenormand a little bit, I fall into it where I feel that it could be connecting you with a greater consciousness. So it's also saying connecting yourself to your higher self. These ideas, these wonderful ideas you get, they don't always just come out of the blue. They're inspiration that comes from your inner wisdom. And so, there are things that are sitting inside of you just waiting for you to birth them. So if you've got a great idea, I think, frankly, this is a good time to run with it. And that's what I have for you, Mama T. So good luck with that. And thank you so much. It's just been such a great day here. Getting your package, getting my medicines. I'm just feeling like... now the only thing I need is to win the lottery tonight, huh? We'll see how that goes. Hey, Angel Rivera, good to see you. All right. So, who's up? Blue. Hopefully Blue didn't leave us. We had some technical...
No, there are questions there.
Oh.
And it's your cards.
I'm slow, I guess. Okay.
That has nothing to do with it.
I meant the screen. Because I still don't see it. Okay.
You're going way too high. It's right over here.
Oh! I've got
What am
it.
I going to do with you?
I don't know. But if you can figure out those tech issues, is my Libra going to be...
Well, thank goodness you were so helpful with those.
I was. Reader told me at the end of July. All right.
Hey, I give you good news too, Mama T.
All right, my deck. Let's roll with the Alice in Wonderland, or this Wonderland Tarot that I got.
That we haven't done an unboxing on?
No, and I wasn't sure I was planning on this one.
Oh, okay.
Not all my decks get an unboxing.
You seem to want me to have all mine
This
unboxed.
is brand spanking new, though. It's a very pippy deck, as you will find out. It's similar to the other decks, like the Disney villain deck, but it's maybe even a little more pippy. But it's beautiful. I like it. All right, shuffle. Well, let's see what we get here. I don't know if I want to do a yes-no. I think we're going to throw the 3 cards. That's why I didn't say anything. And see what comes up first.
Okay.
The Runic Tarot. Ooh, that sounds cool.
Cool.
And we have the 7 of Flowers, Mr. Oh, do you know what that is?
You're going to tell me, right?
It's the 7 of Wands.
I knew that. I knew it wasn't cups, but I thought if it was anything, it was either...
7 of Wands is reversed, so we'll talk about that. Oh, it's another flower. We also have the 2 of Flowers reversed. And then we have the 10 of Teacups upright. I assume you know those are the cups.
So that's why you bought this Pippi deck.
Teacups. I like it.
All right.
When I like the flowers, too, actually, I really did not know the suits were going to be like this. So that was news to me. But at any rate, these... Okay, so it looks like here, Blue, that there are some obstacles. I mean, I wouldn't totally put your plans, on this happening, because it does seem as though you may be at a little bit of a disadvantage. It looks but I mean, I'm not saying it's not going to happen, because we do have the 10 of Cups here, and the 10 of Cups is a very positive card in a lot of ways, like a happy ever after kind of card. But, the 7 of Wands indicates that right now, maybe it's just right now, things are not looking that clear or good. It doesn't seem as though you're being looked at in a very positive light.
Well, it could be that there's a lot going on with them. I mean, I'm thinking the 2 of Wands says that maybe there are some issues going on with them. It is possible that maybe they're already happy, that 10 of Cups, meaning implying that maybe they have somebody, or maybe that ultimately they are looking for, their ultimate happiness.
Well, you said friend, not romantic. So, I mean, but let me just say, either way, whichever way this goes, I would say...
Right, you're wondering about whether you'll be friends again. That's the one I wanted to say for the last, because it sort of feels like there's a hard position for you to be in with them for some reason, or that somehow there's maybe some sense of opposition. Right.
I feel like maybe they have to feel there's some advantage to, reestablishing the friendship with you or something positive about it. Right now, they may also be, I don't know how many other friends they have, but they may also have their own clique or tribe right now that maybe is over dominating them. And I mean, they just, they're just not thinking about including you back in right now.
Right. I'm just wondering if a lot of it relates to busyness that is internal, their life, their struggles, but then also a busy social atmosphere that already seems to be there, or things that connect them more to their home or family life, maybe that are important for them right now. I mean, maybe some of these issues are balanced around a family life of some sort, some obligations that have to happen.
I really think with the Two of Wands reversed too, that it might be talking about that it's just not in their plans right now,
Yeah,
that's sort of what
like
I'm
that,
thinking.
maybe.
So I don't know. Do you want to do a quick yes, no on this? And
Let's
then
try
we'll
that then, yeah.
one?
We'll just go for the yes, no idea.
We're going to ask if they're ever going to be friends again and see what it says. I mean, and, regardless what we say, Blue, it's a snapshot in time. It's possible.
Right, you may
this
just
can turn around.
come back and ask again if things seem like they might change and you want to know.
Ooh, I like the way this deck shuffles, so it feels
It does
good.
have a nice shuffle feel. Hey, Sunman. I see you over there.
He'll be back.
I know he will.
He'll be back.
He's coming up on my side.
Yep, he's already back. Looking for his in.
You coming up? You like to do it when you think you're sneaking. Go on.
Over here. Come on. There you go. There you go. That's right. Get everybody a buckshot. No.
Sonny, do it.
No.
You know he's going to do it, Kara. You don't have to tell him to. Moderator. Do something about that person.
We're kidding, Kara. We think your relationship with Sunny is adorable.
You're like meow mates.
Okay, but having to do this is harder.
Why?
They're kind of sticking.
Oh, I see. Okay. Do you want me to take over?
Interesting.
That's one.
Oh, it's possible, but they got some things to work out. Now, can I ask you, is this person male or female? Blue? Let's throw the aces out there first while we're finding out. There's the Ace of Teacups. And then we have the One of Hedgehogs.
So these sort of
Hedgehogs are pentacles.
these sort of indicate that it's more likely to be yes. But then we have a reversed Queen of Spears, and that would be the Queen of Wands, right? Or
Yes.
is that swords?
Oh, Spears is swords.
So it sounds like there's an element of,
Issues.
well, they maybe are still thinking about things, trying to decide things. There's ultimately this idea that they
Female.
can be fair, or that it's on them to decide, but there's sort of like maybe just a little bit of harshness going on here. So I'm wondering if maybe they harbor a little bit of feeling about something you said that they misinterpreted, or that something happened and that maybe they just sort of, have a bad taste.
Right. I feel it's on them. And right now, I like what he said there. I actually would have used the word bitter. Because the Queen of Swords reversed can kind of be like that. Maybe they have to work through some bitter feelings that they have.
Well, I just sort of feel that it's not bitterness so much as just that they have to decide things their way and despite the highway kind of thing. Like they're going to make the right decision, but they may not care so much about those that they may hurt. I don't know if that applies to them. Maybe it's really about the particular idea about renewing your friendship. I don't know.
Well, I'm not going to say that about the decision, but I am going to say that, there might be, this idea too that she really needs to communicate her feelings.
That's
more.
true, yep.
I feel like there's maybe some things that have been left unsaid that need to be said, maybe, and that obviously there is this disconnect between you. I can see that here. And she's just a little bit critical. She's kind of critical. So it is kind of an uphill battle. So I just feel like these are things that she has to work out. And maybe some of them she has to work out with you, communicate in order for this to happen. So let's see what the Lenormand can add to this. Where did I put it? Is it under Sunny? No, there we are. Wow, yeah, it's a long time. It's unfortunate. Wow, what are you gonna get? Well, Blue, this is like saying to me, there's the clouds, and then we have the crossroads. Like, you're right. Some decisions have to be made, have to be reached. It's possible your friendship with this person is at a crossroads right now. And right now, the clouds, the dark clouds are facing the crossroads, which means to me there's still a lot of confusion and uncertainty surrounding this.
Sometimes, despite the idea that the Queen of Swords would seem to be reversed or otherwise an accurate kind of judge, I'm going to just take the idea of Alice in Wonderland and say that, Alice in Wonderland had a lot of confusion going on because there were so many things that were just really out of the norm for them. And I'm just wondering if maybe some of this sort of gives me a little clue that maybe they're just dealing with a lot and some things are unusual for them or hard for them to figure out, and it's caused them to be a little bit harsher, a little bit more pointed, in addition to whatever else, could be an issue too.
Hey, Jano.
Hi, Jano.
Good to see you. I'm trying to write that on the list and we can get going. Sure, Gina, you meant the Witching Hour one, so we could do that one for you, absolutely. I could even do the Great Eastern one, but it's a little bit wordy. I might have to shorten that. Let's do the Witching Hour one for you. So, anyway, I love the look at this deck. There's very rich colors in it, and I don't know whether it's because of the backgrounds or what, Mr. O, but it just seems like the images really pop to me.
Yeah,
on some of them, especially the
probably
teacups.
because they've kind of captured the animation feel. It's not an exact copy of the original Alice in Wonderland Disney cartoon, but the style is very similar and reminiscent.
Yeah. All right. Okay, Gina. All right. Let's. That's what we have for you. So you know what? You may have to check in with us, and I would give this some time, though. It's probably not going to happen right away anyway, so maybe in another month you could approach this again and we can see if energies have changed. She's not a great communicator, you said, so, it may be where you might have to try to initiate communications again and see if she's willing, but frankly, I would maybe give it just a little bit more time and see how things
Good
go.
luck.
All right.
Alrighty.
Got that beautiful witching hour. There is that solar eclipse thing happening this weekend, and new moon, right? New moons are the solar, right? Yeah.
Just a few hours after our happy hour at 4 p.m. on Saturday.
Oh dear.
Well, a few hours, but yeah. So, find out how the solar eclipse might affect you. Well, I don't know that we could do
Well,
that.
I'll tell you what, I'm just glad I got this medication thing solved. Not just because I would have ran out of pills,
Thank you,
but
bud.
before the Mercury retrograde and everything else happened, the eclipse energy, I was getting a little wary that this would get straightened out. But thankfully, everything is thank you. Want to shuffle too, Mr. O,
Sure.
and then you can cut for me?
You are welcome, Blue. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Blue. Appreciate you. And why don't you, I'm just going to get up for a minute. Okay. Okay. Oh. All right. All right. Ooh, I like this image, Gina. I'm ready to party with you here. Look at that, holding that glass of wine. It's called the Mead Moon, and it's restless energy.
I like it.
What was that number again on there? I'm sorry.
16.
16, all right. Restless energy, the Mead Moon. And since this is a bit shorter, I'll read the background. The Mead Moon occurs during the time of Earth's fertility. It is a time when the fruits of the farmer's labors are ripening in the fields. The Mead Moon is a great time to make crucial decisions and to take responsibility for what is happening around you. A time to strengthen and reward yourself for the efforts and dedication you have poured into your current ambitions. It's a period to marvel at the miracle of growth and rebirth that is evident on this beautiful earth. It's also known as the honeymoon, strawberry moon, and the moon of horses, Gina. I know you like horses. Okay, the waxing maiden moon, represents all the restless energy that lies deep in the heart of the maiden face of the goddess. The maiden is pictured here glowing with charged energy pulled from the earth surrounding her body. She is filling herself with mead, the god's elixir. Drawing the restless energy card means it's a good sign that it's time to take that restless energy that is within yourself and use it towards a purpose or a goal. What is making you unsettled? Perhaps it is a result of anxiety or boredom. Where can you focus that power to be more productive? Creating something is a more efficient use of your bundle of energy and can make you feel accomplished. Time to take that restlessness and redirect it. You know, and that is also something that, yes.
Right.
Could you focus the card on the card, please, now? Thank you.
But they were commenting more on Sonny and how they wanted to kiss his ears and stuff.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, at any rate, the Mead Moon to me is like, yes, you know, if you've got energy to burn, apply it on something that's really important to you right now. This is a time of growth. This is a time when you can make things happen. So that's the message, I think, of this card. Let's see how it combines with the bottom card here. And so we go from this is really cool. We go from the Mead Moon Maiden to the Mead Moon Crone. And what does it say?
18, self-reward.
18 is a 9. That's my number.
Self-reward.
Okay, the Mead Waning Crone Moon. The waning Mead Moon is an excellent time to reward yourself. The crone on this card is paying herself with mead, the elixir of the gods. She knows that she has done a good job with the decisions that she has made, and it is time for her to reward that hard work with a bit of fun. So drawing this card says it's time to celebrate. You deserve it. You have worked hard, made your choices, and completed a specific goal to its fulfillment. Maybe that objective is a new promotion at work. Perhaps it was the intention to finish your degree or start that business that you always dreamt about. You made the decision, went out there, and tackled that goal. Now's the time to bask in the glory of accomplishment. He literally pulled me out of my screen. Okay, now I'm upset. Sonny, lay down here. Oh, my goodness sakes. Yes, bad kitty. All right. You made the decision, went out there, tackled that goal. It's time to bask in the glory of this accomplishment and reward yourself. So clearly, one thing leads to another here. This is not exactly the time to celebrate yet. Maybe it is saying to use this moon cycle that's beginning now with the new moon to put that restless energy into a project, and by the time the moon is waning once more, it's time to celebrate. Celebrate the fact that you got something going, whether it's actually completed or not. It's just that you focused your energy and you put it into something that's important for you. I love it. That really fit very, very well. Let's do the Lenormand. Mr. O, I'll let you pick first.
Oh, right.
You've got him.
Well, I'm glad that I was first.
Uh-oh. What does that mean?
Because, therefore, this will be on the other side.
Oh.
Right?
All right. So, yeah, that is better because basically the light clouds are facing the woman, and that is you. And so the clouds came up before, and so clouds in your coffee, you know. But I think it's indicating that, you know, you maybe have to clear up a little bit of confusion, you know, as to where you really want to apply this energy. What is it you want to do? I think the clouds are starting to clear, though, since the light side is facing you, and it's indicating that you will be able to discern where you should apply yourself next and go for it.
And I'm just going to mention, too, because I don't know if this pertains, but I know that sometimes folks, when they're going through their first or second Saturn return, certain things just may occupy them. And usually that occurs for people around 28-ish, maybe for a year or two even. So if any of those age matters figure into what's going on with the friends, I'm just following the conversation in the chat.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if you were talking about Gina's reading.
No,
okay.
We're talking about, you know, friends who are longtime friends, but apparently, you know, there's some difficulties.
All right.
All right. So general reading for
So
Libra.
that's what we had for you, Gina. I hope you enjoyed that.
Gina always gets good cards.
No, I don't know that that's true. I'm
No,
always happy when you do.
Oh, right. Like I am too. Yeah.
I'm going to start throwing cat toys at him. Do you mind?
I can throw things too.
Uh-oh. I'm going to tell Mama T
Get
on
the
you.
point? Well, I'll find something else then.
Let's have a food fight.
Go get the bark.
You're welcome, Gina. Go get the bark. Yeah. Well, then I'm just going to have to keep my mouth open for that fight.
So not only do you encourage Sunny.
All right. Oh my goodness, Sonny. Well, he has this tendency to want to always put his paws on my computer, and he happened to hit the wrong part on this one and took me out of my screen. All the cats are really sly about this lately, though. if I'm working busily here, Shadow will come along, and Shadow will just keep bumping against the laptop. Just bumping her head against the laptop constantly and moving it. And when that doesn't work, she lays down right behind it and moves it right into me. And I'm like,
just a general question out there. Does anybody feel that they were losing some frames, that there was sort of like some, dropped frames, or things were slow or glitching? Because my system says that I'm getting minor glitches, but nobody has said anything about it, so I'm wondering if they were, really disruptive or not.
Woof, woof to the bark.
Woof, woof.
I have to leave my mouth open because I got to catch them all if he starts throwing them at me.
Libra, you have the Tower upright.
That's the Tower?
That's the Tower.
Huh.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Because it's got the cloud there, too.
You have a reversed Nine of Cups. And then the reverse Ten of Wands, which is actually not so bad.
No. So it's a channeled message.
No, general message.
Oh, general message?
Channel was probably a spell check.
Either way.
It takes too long to explain things to you.
Either way, I'm going to let you go first.
Okay, well, the Ten of Wands reversed maybe indicates that something is being relieved, a burden of some sort, something that causes pressure or feels like an obligation you don't deserve or you don't want or you can't do. It has seemed to be released, but I'm wondering if it's connected to your wish or to something you wish for, in the sense that because you got this relief, you may have actually messed up your chance or have less of an opportunity to get something else. And so maybe that's where the Tower comes in, because the Tower may suggest that there was something involved here where you needed to take note and maybe correct behavior or not go a certain way. Maybe you weren't able to do that, but the takeaway is you did get something out of it, something transferred away from you, or some obligation or struggle is no longer there, but something maybe that you were expecting that was enjoyable is also not there, or its chances are for it to come to you have dissipated a little bit.
So, Libra, I just feel here that Nine of Cups reverse stands out as the card I need to focus on. And the Nine of Cups...
Thanks, guys.
The Nine of Cups reversed indicates to me that there's been some disappointments in not attaining something you truly desire or want. It doesn't have to be a physical object. It could be, it could be emotional. It could be a relationship. It could be something physical, some type of success or rewards that you were hoping to achieve. And I feel that the two cards surrounding it are now saying that, you've had some bad breaks. You may have had some struggles that seem pretty insurmountable, but you have learned and you have grown, and, now things might be easing for you more. Some of the burdens or maybe some of the obstacles that have been in the way of achieving what you want are starting to lighten. So that's kind of the way I see those cards going.
Okay, so we're a little different, but it's
Just
not
a
that
little.
bad. Mm-hmm.
No.
And thanks for the feedback. I'm glad, because that was one of the reasons why we had to stop using the Streamlabs software, because it was dropping frames a lot. And we haven't used it literally
And for
months.
those who came late, we had some technical issues in the beginning. We had to switch our software to the one we used before.
Yeah. Bummer.
So it is kind of a bummer. We had to punt. And the microphone didn't work initially.
Oh, shades of Mercury retrograde.
Well, this is interesting. I know. I've already had a feeling this was going to be a bad retrograde just because of the way, right when the shadow started.
Wait a minute, we're in Gemini.
I know. Well,
we will be.
I know.
So it's going to be, we're in Taurus, so we're not quite in Gemini,
No,
but
it will be going into it in, yeah.
Tech issues.
Well, yeah, I know. But already with the snafu I was having with my meds and all of that happened on the first day of the shadow of the retrograde. So I'm like, oh man, this is just going to go crazy. So let's look here, Libra. I see that there is hope. There may be somebody else involved, whether there's a male or female, but somebody is going to help you through this in some way or give you hope that you will achieve this wish. So, for example, if this is about a romance or a relationship or anything like that, this Nine of Cups, these desires that you had, that looks very, very hopeful. If it's about anything else, there may just be somebody who comes along who is able to help you through some of the obstacles and ease things for you now.
Right. I don't feel the Lenormand applies very directly to the tarot in this case.
Oh, okay.
I'm not seeing it myself, but I sort of feel like maybe it is just a corollary factor that maybe these circumstances are bringing the sense of hope to you. But I don't necessarily see it as being a clear line. I mostly see the idea maybe of, shifting burdens or getting rid of things with a price of other things, but maybe it's basically a destiny you're meant.
I like you're using that wand as the pointer. I like that wand. I kind of equated the star with this card here, Mr. O. I felt it went in with this. In other words, this easing of burdens now and this thing that's going to get lighter for you is really going to bring a return of hope.
Uh-oh. No wonder you're so bad with Kitty. You're a wolf.
So that's what we have for you, Libra. You're very welcome. I saw what you said there. You're very, very welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Even if we sometimes get distracted.
The funny thing is that sometimes we see these things, but we don't know exactly, we really don't, exactly how it applies to your life. So it's good to get the feedback.
Exactly. And, if you everybody just keep in mind, if you ever need us to, if you need to give us more information as we go, that you think, that might help the reading, that's fine too. But feel free to just leave us go at it.
If you want to test us, it's okay.
We're good at that, yeah. So, at any rate, we'll take on any challenge.
All right, so you want to know if your niece saw your other form. Interesting. Do we have a deck for that? Maybe we should use...
I got the Ghost Spirit one.
Either that or else the Uncommon Tarot.
It was my turn.
It was your turn, so let's do your deck.
Let's see.
Do it.
All right, let's see. But how do we want to do that? 3 cards and see?
Yeah.
All right.
Then we can always modify somehow.
Okay. I like the backs of this deck. It's got cute little ghosties. So your niece is very young, I take it? Shuffle. And yeah, so that's the name of this deck, Ghosts and Spirits Tarot by Lisa Hunt. And then the other deck I was using earlier is actually Alice in Wonderland Tarot deck. That is the name.
cute.
I like the colors a lot. And
Oh, she's a baby.
that's what I thought. So that's why she just cries. So you're wondering if she's picking up on that. And certainly young children, babies could.
Buddy Blue, is that the same as Blue? Sonny left us regardless. He's not in our area. He will come back. We're only an hour in. He's bound to come back.
He will be back, I'm sure. Okay, well, this is interesting, Carol. We have the 7 of Swords. Upright.
Speak of the devil.
He just popped up here.
So now somebody else can call Sonny to our set. You guys got to stop it. Or maybe you only get one time to do it. I don't know.
And then we have the...
Sorry,
No, it's okay.
I've fallen behind. The first card was the 7 of Swords. The second card is the 6 of Swords. They're both upright?
Yes, everything seems to be upright. Mixed these up with the Ace of Wands.
And then the Ace of Wands. You guys are a riot. I love it. He's so cute.
Well, I think that she is seeing something. The 7 of Swords, we have the 7 and the 6.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm wondering if this, considering your question and looking and thinking about the cards themselves, I'm wondering if she did see some sort of transformation, some move, some shifting because of that 6 of Swords. And the 7 indicates maybe that she does have she has a keen vision. She has a sharp vision and can pick these things out.
And then I agree with those. And then I would say that maybe this Ace of Wands, because the wands are about charismatic, magnetic things, that maybe she herself has this potential as an ace to bloom this way herself too, that maybe it's a blood thing. I don't know if she's blood related to you or not, but maybe both of you are getting this from some sort of genetics or inheritance. But I get the feeling like it's true that maybe she would also develop some sympathies in that respect.
It's true. It's true. I feel here too that 7 of Swords might also indicate that jeez.
I'm sorry, when somebody likes him that much, I have to keep showing him.
She's she was reacting. I feel like she was reacting, kind of protecting herself, because it probably was startling. Just because they can see things, they don't necessarily understand what they're seeing,
Right.
So I feel here, though, that for some reason that 6 of Swords, the movement, I just felt meant, that she noticed the shift, the change. She's noticed something shifting.
Right. It's kind of like that card represents a liminal space of sorts as a child, a physical entity, but somehow she's reaching across,
Let's just see
Pretty
what the heck
awesome.
the Lenormand might have to say on this. I'm going to like this deck a lot. It's very cool. All right, this one, all right, but this makes sense.
Well, mine's first, right? Or mine influences yours. Yeah.
Well, clearly she was emotionally upset. I feel, she's a baby. So it's like the cross is about worry, grief, crying, right? And then there's the heart, So I feel in this case, in relation to the question, she was just a little bit emotionally upset. Now, mind you, I don't want to say that this is going to last, but you may notice this kind of behavior for a little while more. This might linger for a while, that she will pick this up. because the cross sometimes indicates something that lasts over a longer period of time, like like people who go through a grieving cycle, for example. You don't just get over your grief overnight. So I feel here that she might sense this for a while, and maybe as her as she matures and her mind grows and her spirit grows, she'll start coming more to terms with it.
Well, I feel like the heart shows there's a bonding going on, an emotional strengthening or bonding. And I'm just going to say that in this instance, the cross maybe represents the idea of all these liminal type abilities and powers or hunches or things that are going on in, the genetics that are involved here. And so that really, this is just saying this is the beginning, that probably as this child gets older, you'll probably have even a deeper connection based on that stuff, the appreciation of your bloodline's gifts.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that, Carol.
When she grows up and comes to the show, though, she can't call Sonny or Sonny's inherited child, because only you get to do that.
Angel Rivera, you are up on that weird note. On that weird Mr. O note. Oh. Wait a minute. It's the devil.
It looks like
Is it the tower?
No, it's the devil.
I knew it.
But it looks like Jimmy Durante.
It's you. You are the demon.
Are you saying I got a big nose? You don't have to, because you already have once before.
Wow, that's very cool. Wow, did you see that?
No, what?
Well, there's like either these spirits, there's this floating eyeball here on the side up there in the corner.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I like the fact that he has
now
no
we're going to have
legs.
to show the card.
He has no legs.
He has no legs.
Look, they're like sticks in a shoe.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, well, they're kind of legs, but they're very scrawny.
No, they're like sticks in a shoe.
Okay.
Well, maybe they are legs. I don't know. And then there's like faces on his pants anyway, so what's up with that?
What indeed? Is he like a scarecrow? I mean, he almost looks like one in a way.
Well, maybe the devil is kind of like the ultimate scarecrow, just a symbol to scare
He's
you,
not.
but maybe you shouldn't really.
He's got angel wings. It's just awesome. I'm really going to get into this.
I was into something really deep, and you blew me off.
Sorry. You'll get it back. You'll get it back. All right, I think it's your deck for Mr. Angel Rivera.
Alrighty then. So, I'm going to go to the Ancestral Tarot.
Oh, thank you, Blue. Yeah, it's another short night tonight, so we're goofing off a lot. But, Thursdays sometimes get like that. And so hopefully we'll be able to drum up some more people to come on Thursdays. I'll try to promote more on Twitter. I have some ideas for promotion up and coming. And we are on Instagram now, aren't we, Mr.
Yes,
O?
we are on
You'll
Instagram.
have to add that on there.
What do you mean?
Well, you don't have the icon on there like Facebook, Twitter.
Maybe.
Our
I don't know where
Instagram
it is.
handle.
Oh, you're right. I don't have it there,
Oh.
but I can get it there.
Yeah, so we are on Instagram now. Mr. O is working on the Instagram stuff.
Oh no.
Ah. All right.
Sorry, I'm going abstract on you. So does this mean I just pull one and one, or what do we do for this?
he wants a regular reading for the week
Okay.
ahead.
Got it.
I'm not sure you do. All right, let's go. What you got?
The Princess of Wands, reversed.
The page, right?
That's the page. And then we have the reverse Seven of Cups.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then the upright Five of Swords.
Well, you know, we're probably expanding out so we see what happens with Twitter. I mean, we're in Twitter for now. We're staying in Twitter. We're not just leaving it because it's sold, but, you know, we're just not sure the future is for Twitter.
I only put us on Instagram because I found that I didn't have to use my phone to do it. That's the rule of thumb. If I have to use my phone, I'm done. I'm not going to do it. I only use my laptop for Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, because it's got the programs I need to create the content I need. I can't do that on a phone.
Yeah. Well, I hear you on that.
My fingers are too big and arthritic.
All right.
Let's go. Page of Wands reversed. Seven of Cups reversed. Five of Swords.
This
There's
sounds
one
a
good
little
card
bit
there.
ooky, just a little bit ooky, Angel. It's that Princess of, and staves you said are wands, right? So the staves and the Princess of Wands and the Five of Swords. You know, it looks as though there's going to be a decision or a choice that's being made by someone or some group. And it looks as though either it's coming out of some fighting or bickering, or it may cause that. Like, some people may not be happy with this decision and where it's leading. It may cause some conflict.
Well, maybe somebody's actually competing for some sort of prize of some sort. I don't know. That's like
it's finals week.
a
Good God.
competition per se, but like there's just a lot of people who want to get the one thing. That's the Seven of Cups reversed. And I don't know where you fit into that other than, you know, maybe saying this is not really the week for you to press that. Maybe you're just going to sort of have to sit back and let everybody else go beyond there, because I sort of feel like there's a fixation with winning here that doesn't really do much for you.
Really, Angel? Wow, that's interesting. And sad, you know, I mean, but I'm glad they at least put it back. So many places still aren't. Like, it's anything goes. It's like, oh, well. And, but I do feel here there is like a no-win situation. And, you know, it might just be this mask issue. It might be something else. But the Five of Swords to us always indicates that nobody really wins, right?
Right, nobody wins.
You just got to do what you feel is the right thing here. And maybe that's the choice or decision that, you know, you need to make, is to make the right decision for yourself. Because it looks as though there is something negative afoot. There is something, and it could be some news that has come out, so I don't know if it's this mask thing or if it's just a lot of chaotic energy related to finals week too. Do you have anything else to add?
Not a lot. That's very interesting, Angel.
I didn't get to see your cards yet. Is it worth it? Better stay work around. Yeah. So that's interesting that you got it too. So I would take note of that. Always when those synchronicities come up. Other couple of faculty dramas. Oh God, faculty meetings. Yes.
I pulled the anchor and B pulled the lily.
So I think what this is saying is basically try to stay as grounded as you can. You know, be the mature voice in the room. Don't let any of this throw you too much. Let other people duke it out. Be a part of the solution and not part of the problem. Is basically my advice here.
Well, it is sort of like what we were saying there too, like maybe just letting the others flail away at each other. Maybe this is saying that a part of you really coming to terms with this and maybe having the more evolved or progressive stance is just to sort of hold tight for the time being.
Yeah, so hang in there.
No rash moves.
Looks like a kind of chaotic week ahead. But thank goodness it's the end of that semester. I know you go right into summer probably, but things are a little bit different. I don't know about for you, but at least, on campuses around here, things are a little bit more chill in the summer. So hopefully that'll be the case, that things will simmer down. But good luck with that. Wow. All right.
All right, so I think we have Jano then?
I believe we do.
All right.
And there was a question posted there, I think.
Yes, I saw it. It's about Kira.
Does Kira love me too? Okay. But he's hiding. Let's throw 3 cards. We can always do the yes
Your
no.
deck.
All right. Well, I'm going to go back to this deck. I'm playing with my new deck. Well, wait a minute. Have I used my cat paint? I'm going to use this one. I have it in my hands and go.
You're welcome.
Oh, Sonny. We're back to no shuffle space once more. Here, have your pickles. All right. Shuffle. He's making a loaf here. Silly boy. I think he's keeping his paws to himself now because he knows I'm mad at him for messing with my screen. All right. All right, we start with the Ten of Swords reversed. Aw, it's so cute. We have the Queen of Hedgehogs. That doesn't look like a hedgehog to me. Upright. And then we have, oh, isn't this adorable? The beautiful Queen of Wands. Upright.
Queen of Flowers.
Queen of
Wands.
Flowers. So, wow. So 2 queens here.
Yeah.
And the 10 reversed. So you were asking specifically if they still love you. Your heart says yes, but is she hiding it for now? Well,
It didn't say still. Because remember, Kira's somebody new they know.
oh, right. Does Kira love me too? Okay, I see. But is she hiding it for now? Well, I don't know. I think Kira is moving from a place of hurt to a better place. And that doesn't necessarily mean with you. I don't know if she had another situation or a breakup. So she's in the process of moving from, something traumatic to a better place in her life. And, I don't mean that as a physical move necessarily. I mean that as, internal. She's moving to a better place emotionally, spiritually in her life. I feel here that right now it's possible that she has nurturing or warm feelings towards you. There is the Queen of Pentacles there, and I feel the Queen of Pentacles indicates that a little bit, that there's some warm feelings here. The Queen of Flowers, well, you know, it could indicate that she's attracted to you, but more than likely, it really shows what a magnetic and charming personality she has. So how do you feel about that?
That first card, that's swords, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's reversed.
Well, when it's reversed, of course, it often feels like somehow something bad has changed, has been conquered, has been alleviated. So that's a good thing there.
Right.
And then there's these two queens, and one sort of radiates this idea of creating things and having love or care for the world involved in a way. She's sort of like a mini aspect of the Empress to me. The Queen of Wands does represent, Flowers Wands does represent a hint of romantic attraction, or a hint of something going on there, attention, maybe chemistry, attention. So I think it's not really clear. There's some signs here, and it may in fact really sort of indicate, because I think you told us this before, Jano, that they have broken up recently from their thing too. So that could be what that Six of Swords is that in the dissolution of their old situation, it is possibly true that they're seeing something more hopeful. Maybe that is with you, but I don't know enough to know for sure that it isn't with somebody else, unless you know that better yourself. So it sort of looks like maybe they're moving in that direction, but I wouldn't say it's love yet.
Right. So I feel like it's more positive than not all the way around. Do we dare try a yes/no with this?
Yeah, we could do that.
Let's do it.
Let the chips fall where they may, right?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's just see if we can get to the bottom of this. And even then, like I said, things can change.
So we may or may not be winding down. We have no idea.
Well, we've got Violet after this, and that's it.
True. But
unless somebody else shows up.
But we will be back on Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m. And we'll be back on Saturday just at 4 to 5 for
4
happy
to 5
hour.
for happy hour.
Don't forget to watch Banshees, Material Matters on
Please
Sunday
watch
mornings.
my show.
Please watch her show. I won't feed her unless you watch the show.
Now, I'm always in the chat for that, so you can talk to me live. You can listen to me banter more about the cards I pulled.
Yeah, it looks like some sort of bird. That Queen of Hedgehogs.
It did. I think it's like a duck.
Yeah, or...
well, it is a cartoony duck, so I'm not really sure. I probably would have to look at the book at that one and see why they did that. Maybe it's just a mama duck. I don't know. It's just very strange. Who's the Queen of the Hedgehogs for some reason?
I don't remember my Alice in Wonderland.
Well, and I'm sure there's a lot of liberties taken.
Angel, we're not here Saturday morning. We're here Saturday afternoon at 4.
Yeah, Angel. Sorry.
So when you collapse on the couch, 3 o'clock, then pull us up at 4.
Yeah, Mr. O has to work the morning. His schedule is shifted, so we shifted happy hour to the afternoon.
So it'll be 4 o'clock.
There will be messages going out. One already went out on Twitter about that. So... Whoops. All right. Uh-oh. I'm counting. Yeah, I was going to throw 3 cards in there.
Alrighty.
Maybe you want to count them. 2, 3, 4. They are sticking. I'm watching it. There she is again. Okay, that's hopeful. I felt that. Okay.
One more pile to go.
Sorry, guys. These cards are really sticking suddenly. And I don't want to mess this up. There. So it's okay. So for right now, it's leaning towards no. But it's...
Slightly yes. It could be yes, but it's not a very great chance of yes.
We have the Strength card here, though, which is very positive to me. That's a positive one. Upright. And then we have, what is that? The Knight of Swords.
Right, the Knight of Swords reversed.
And then, of course, the one ace we had this time was the Ace of Swords upright. So...
My thought is immediately is don't try to go faster than you should. It's really talking about the energy of just saying, just kind of let it go. Love, the strength of love is on your side, is on Kira's side, however you want to look at that. But I think that this is saying don't go too fast. Don't force your way in. Just kind of try to, go with the flow and maybe make smaller moves. Yeah. Think of it as a beginning. And that some beginnings just sort of chug a little.
Have to take their time. But yeah, I think the Strength card upright is saying that, you can win through a more subtle, softer approach. So let time work its magic.
All right, so then we have the Lenormand.
Wow. This keeps coming up today.
Oh, no.
Can you guess which one?
I don't know, but you're going to laugh when you see mine.
Oh,
no. What? And you're second. I mean,
so the
first,
star is there. Don't give up on this. Your gut might be right ultimately.
Yeah.
The star says there is hope for a bond to form here. The ring doesn't necessarily mean marriage just because you see it, but it definitely could mean a connection or a bond. And so I think it's a wonderful possibility here. So, the cards are kind of waffling a little bit. It's not going to necessarily happen right away, but there's a potential for this. There is hope. Don't abandon hope.
This could also be saying be committed to the idea of this hope in this instance. Look at this as a commitment to the idea that there's a hope there.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
All righty.
That's what we have for you. Hey, good luck with that.
Good luck, Jano.
Good to see ya. All right.
And that means Violet is our chopped champion. Not.
Surprised he said that.
Well, because that's what that dude always says, Ted says. And that means...
I know. But it's one of my shows that you don't care about that much. So I was just surprised you said that.
Yeah, I remember hearing about this from you-know-who. Okay.
Can do to avoid this happening
goodness.
Again. Okay. Really? All right. What do we want to do for this one?
Well, let's do
the uncommon?
Yeah, I'm going to do the uncommon tarot, the beautiful uncommon, and we'll start off with a 3-carder just to see what it tells us.
I like the finish on these Alice in Wonderland cards, but there's a certain filmy quality to it, and so when you do try to count them like I was doing, they were sticking together a bit, I will say. Well, hey, we know that feeling. We're pretty lucky here overall, I would say, since we moved here. But oh my gosh, we have had our share of issues. One time...
Oh, yeah.
Shall we just...
Right across from us.
One interlude. Oh, well, that too. But one time, we lived in a house that on one side of us had 5 boys and 1 girl. And on the other side of us, there were 10 children.
It was actually 9, but
She had a baby. She had 10.
Okay, well, actually, I was thinking about when she only had 9.
Yeah.
Once in a while, one of them had kids from another relationship that would come and visit.
And some of them were bullying our son. It was just a nightmare scenario. They were constantly playing on our property, in our yard,
They were throwing
on our porch.
They were throwing trash in our yard. And one day I was out in the back and I noticed that herself, the mom, threw an apple in our backyard. Like, well, I'm not going to tell her kids to stop because she does it herself.
Yeah.
I did tell her
Just
anyway.
horrible people.
I did tell her anyway.
Actually, one of the sides of us, they were better.
Hi, Austin.
It was crazy. Austin!
We are, more or less. It was a rough start, but we're getting there.
All right. Hey. We could absolutely do a reading for you. And Violet, if you have to go to put you-know-who to bed, that would be okay. So, but let's get your reading done first.
Yeah, you will be next, Austino. All right, so you have the 3 of Cups upright, so that's nice. There's a spiritual quality at looking at card. Yeah, I know. I would have thrown it back. 3 of Coins.
2
Another
threes.
3. 2 threes. And that one's upright too. And then the upright 8 of Cups.
This is all very interesting. So, okay, so you know the question, right? You understand the question?
Yeah, what can they do?
To avoid this happening in the future, this cord cutting here. I almost get the feeling here there's a very clear signal to me to work. Well, I could see 2 things here, but let me start with this one, and I want to see where Mr. O is going to go with it. But I really feel here you need to work with your team, your spiritual team, your guides, your ancestors on this issue in the future. And firm up your bounds and your boundaries. And maybe that's also saying that you do need to do that anyway to kind of, like maybe sometimes 3's a crowd, but these are such positive cards that I really feel there's some kind of team involvement here that's needed. And go ahead, I'm going to let you go.
It's kind of interesting because sometimes I see that more with, the 3 of Coins than I do with the 3 of Cups. But it's absolutely true. These are talking about our involvement with people who are connected to us. That's especially true in both of these. One maybe is more the actual team. One is maybe more the tribe kind of idea. And I think these cards are both saying these are the people who will have your back. Maybe there is somewhere else you need to go with them, moving towards something. So,
well, this is about taking a journey to higher levels. So, in other words, right. So, I mean, you have to, you just keep moving on the path of light, and towards towards the higher spiritual beings who will have your back.
That's really clear in this card because, it's usually the idea of this holy place and people working together to magnify or exalt it. And I think what this is saying is that maybe there are people for you. Maybe they're not physical people. Maybe they're spirit guides, but they're there to help you exalt this power and ability because it's really going to be the clearest way of creating that energy around you that keeps that stuff away. This one maybe reacts more to your heart, the spiritual sense of your heart. So one is more about the building, the shields, the structures, the wards. The other is about building the love energy that just sort of takes those corrupt beings maybe and washes them over with love, and either they get it or they move on. Maybe the love releases them to move to those other planes rather than being an attachment here.
Right. So I wonder here too that if you just keep focusing on your tribe, your people for now, to try to keep out these entities that are trying to get in, there's just no room. Hey, there's no room for one more when you've got this tribe here that has your back. And also, you just don't give them the time or the wherewithal to get in, because you are on a higher level. You are moving towards a higher level.
Right. I mean, that's really very strong with this Eight of Cups here. This is really saying that in a way you're leaving that behind. I bet you're going to find that really after this episode, this thing is not going to happen so much, because number one, there's a reverberation now in your etheric body that your husband helped you put there, or that you're both doing together, and I think these things can just continue to strengthen. So,
Good point. I forgot. You know what? That Eight of Cups could indicate that you are, now free from that, and you're moving to a position of elevation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. I should have brought that into it, because there was too about the cord cut in two. I'm just mixing these up a little. I know you go first, Mr. O. There you go. So if we get the same darn ones again, I don't know how that happens.
Everybody's on a spiritual.
Although the star's a great thing to get. Actually. Can't complain about it. Well, he's got the whip, and I've got the letter.
This informs that. So a message that you did this right in the right amount of time, that what you did was correct, you moved swiftly and with precision? Maybe.
I could see that. I also wonder if you're going to get some type of sign or some message, that will indicate that, that you made the right maneuver, or that you're on the right track now. Although the whip is kind of a tricky one, because the whip can be something jarring as well. So I might just have to say to you that you might get a little bit of a surprise message from someone. It's possible too, I have to say, I'm just going to throw it out there, Violet, that something else may try to come through again. So be aware, now that you are aware and you have your tribe, because you can snap and cut that cord again.
Oh, wow. So the whip is almost like an allegory or proxy for the cord.
It could be, in this case. I didn't think, it could be.
But I think this is saying maybe, too, that the message to you is that when these things happen, you have to move swiftly and with precision.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good point, too. I like that. So the other, because this was about what you need to do to avoid. Maybe sometimes you can't avoid it and they're sneaking in again. Act swiftly. Act swiftly to, make sure they don't get their tendrils in too deep. So in other words, you may have to do a little bit more of, what am I trying to say here? Kind of like a self-diagnosis, You have to kind of just monitor yourself and your energies from time to time to make sure nothing is sneaking in.
Very cool. Well, I'm glad you guys were able to take care of it. How interesting.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
That's what we have for you. That was really interesting. I like that reading.
Yep.
All right. Well, wow, we finished. Oh, Austino's here. Hey, you got a reading for us today, Austino? Well, keep it up, because I think it's a smart thing to do. Hopefully, things will remain sound. Hey.
Hello.
Go ahead and type a question, Austino. You'll be our last reading for the night. Hey, you're welcome, Violet. for your arts. Okay, that sounds good.
Yes, that sounds great.
We had a great time last weekend at our event, the store. Everything went really well.
Yeah, we did really well.
Met some great people.
We did well. And they're probably going to have another psychic holistic fair in the summer and then one in November. So we may go to both of those. We'll have to see.
And we're definitely doing an event this month at an outdoor, well, no, I keep saying it's outdoor, but it's at a hotel. It's a 2-day event. So we're looking forward to that.
I love your art when I saw it in the store the other time we were there.
Didn't you talk about having a picture done?
I did. I know he's going to work on it for me. Then I got to find a place to hang it, but that shouldn't be too hard.
All right. Let's see what we get here. Okay, the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is reversed. Then we have this Ace of Swords upright. Wow. And then we have the Queen of Wands upright.
So you said, in addition, like just basically, what does Spirit think should be your direction with arts?
Is to show it off, you know. I feel that, I also feel that, there's a couple of things here, but let me just work on the last two cards and then I'll tackle that Ten of Pentacles later after Mr. O talks. But that Queen of Wands, when I saw that, I just thought, this is a time to really showcase your talents and do things that could bring you more notice. The Ace of Swords indicates to me that, you know, maybe you have some ideas percolating right now that you've been thinking of exploring. It's time to put them into motion. It's time to give them life.
When I look at the Queen of Wands, Austin, I think like this, there's always a sense of mystery there, the little black cat. And so I'm wondering if like maybe you want to think about having mystery elements or having a mysterious sort of feeling in your painting. I don't know how that translates, you know. It could be the obvious thing of having images that aren't apparent but then show up once you look at them more, but it could also just be terms of your style too, like maybe there are stylistic things that make things look more mysterious, and I don't know if that even appeals to you. It's just what I get from the card. Ace of Swords though says really direct energy, and really it's about challenging
focus,
and it's challenging yourself in a way too, so it really will be one way or the other about a challenge to yourself to focus that way, to try to bring your art out there. I think mostly you have to remember that a lot of artists struggle a lot of their life, and the Ten of Pentacles may say that you won't feel the kind of success necessarily you think. It's going to really always be a very personal sense of celebration. The monetary aspects may not necessarily be as well for you. I don't know that. I'm not saying this is what it says, but I'm just saying you go into it with the idea that you create from your heart and not necessarily with being a money maker. Right.
I love what you said there, though, about the artist suffering, because actually I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that very thing, the suffering artist. But the thing is that, so it might indicate that financial things may not be the driving force here. That the driving force is the creativity, the ideas, and
communicating.
The communication with others, the connection with others. And here, the connection is very strong. I feel that you can really draw people to you through your art.
Let's do the Lenormand.
Let's do it.
All right. No, I really like your art. I think you are quite talented. I want those elephants.
So yeah, you mentioned you were making business cards. I think it's a good idea to showcase your talents in some way. Whether it's putting a gallery of your pictures up on a website, whatever the case may be. Not necessarily to sell them, to showcase them. And, you could tell people to contact you for further information.
I know you do.
I got to repeat, but it's not the star.
I gotta repeat, and it's not the star.
Uh-oh, I hope it's good.
Well, mine's the one that influences yours, right?
Yeah. Whoa!
So we got the whip and the ring. Oh my goodness.
Well, I have to take this in context to your question. If this was a romantic question, I'd be a little bit concerned about this combo. But in this case, for your art, I really feel like this is telling you to really make a commitment, an aggressive commitment to producing things and getting the work out there. Commit to your craft and move swiftly on getting the word out there.
Right. The whip is deliberate and quick action, and the ring is about committing to something. So I think this is saying really is you have to push yourself totally into that medium of doing your art. Do it quickly to say, yes, I'm doing this, and just keep working with your skills and talents.
Now, on a slightly negative note, because the whip can be a little bit aggressive, I think what it's saying here is to, don't let things like stress or issues with anger or other things, emotional upsets in your life, break your commitment to your craft. So in other words, leave all of that at the door when you enter your studio or where you do your art and get busy.
All right, Austin, we love you.
That's what we have for you. Thanks for stopping in.
Say hi to everybody.
Say hi to everybody. We should be there soon.
Yeah.
I got to buy some stuff. All right. Take care, Austin.
And unless there's anybody else with a reading.
Yeah, I take it Ramen Deep did not come back, so...
It's late for them. It's very late.
Yeah, and they probably thought we were going to have difficulties for the show, so...
That's right.
We had those technical difficulties in the beginning.
So just a reminder that happy hour will be on Saturday at 4 p.m. in the afternoon, 4 to 5. Kind of like a real happy hour. Hey, why not?
Yeah.
Don't forget to watch
Maybe I'll have
Tarot
some wine.
on Wednesday mornings at 8 o'clock. And the Emotional Exchanges on Friday mornings at 7 o'clock. And Banshee's Material Manners on Sunday at 10 o'clock. Woo! I'm tired now.
Well, everybody, hey, thanks a lot for putting up with us today. We were a little bit kooky. And we really enjoyed readings. The readings were pretty darn good today. I feel, well, I critique myself sometimes. We go over our readings when we're done. And I just felt a lot of them really clicked today. So wishing everybody success. We hope the best for you in the week ahead. And we hope to see you at happy hour on Saturday. So remember, 4 p.m. instead of 10 a.m.
Thanks to our wonderful moderator, Violet.
Thank you, Violet, as always.
Thanks to everybody.
Take care, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.